Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Today is the middle of the week, y'all. We are halfway there. My name is JaRabia with Ease Pottery. So I am on my road to helping 100 moms and women focus on achieving their goals, creating pottery, finding their community. So I'm going live until I reach that goal, guys. So welcome to day 3 of working with me. I am a small business owner. I created the Goal Getter Box, which is a monthly subscription for moms and women. Again, trying to help them or encourage them to achieve their goals and focus on something that they want to do. As women, we focus a lot of times on everyone else and what other people have going on, that at the end of the day, we don't really leave much for ourselves. So that is why I created Ease Pottery, the Goal Getter Box, which is right here behind me. And I'm working on packaging some orders, y'all. I am a new small business owner. We just launched December the 1st. I have to create content. Creating content is a beast, okay? Especially when you're trying to still manage home. I am a wife. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 2-year-old toddler. So just trying to manage everything, creating content, trying to, I don't want to say fight the algorithm, but trying to figure out the algorithm. It's a lot. And you know what? I'm preserving my energy. And this is what I can control. I can control going live. So that is what we are doing today. Today I am finishing wrapping the photo holders that we created for our first box. Yesterday, I don't know if you joined yesterday, but if you're joining again, welcome back. If you're new, hey, welcome. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And again, my name is JaRabia with Ease Pottery, and this is just a work with me session. So yesterday, I finished wrapping the photo holders in bubble wrap. Y'all, I made 100. Technically it's 97. I have 3 more that I'll still make and put in the oven to bake. I use polymer clay. We're making photo holders because this year, y'all, it's about vision. It's not just focusing on resolutions, but we are focusing on vision, purpose, goals, not dreaming. Well, let me take that back. We do dream. However, we're making these dreams become reality by putting action behind it. So it's not just a dream, it's not just a wish, it's becoming our reality. But we have to have action behind it to drive it, to push that. So yeah, this year for 2026, I think that is probably my word for the year. On a previous live, I showed what's in the Goal Getter box. We have goal planning resources, very simplified, but just to help motivate you, focus on your goals, focus on just getting the ball rolling. So on this sheet, it's a mini vision board where we're able to just write down our goals, our aspirations, again, turning those dreams into reality. One of the sections, is what is your word for the year? And I believe my word for the year is vision. A lot of scriptures that I've come across this week, like within the last 2 days, dealt with vision. Yesterday, I randomly opened my Bible I was looking for another scripture, but I came across the story about the blind man, and when he asked Jesus, like for his sight, but basically Jesus had said that, it was his faith that made him whole, or his faith that healed him. I'm paraphrasing, but basically that scripture stood out to me because I'm like, he already had, even though he was blind, he already knew. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining. Please let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what the weather's like where you're at. If it's sunny, leave us a sunny emoji. If it's snowing, leave a snowflake emoji, or you could just type it. If it's raining, y'all send some clouds. But hopefully the weather is amazing where you're at. So welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know where you're watching from. And yeah, we're just in here just doing a work with me session. But yeah, back to the guy, the blind man. He had already received his sight before before the physical miracle had manifested, because he had believed. So spiritually, and he already knew that Jesus was the one who was going to heal him. So spiritually, he already was like far beyond the sight of even some of the disciples that had walked with Jesus, like, like to know again who he was, and to have that revelation of his power of Jesus. That is something that you do not just come to that realization in the natural. It has to be a supernatural occurrence that God gives you that revelation through his Holy Spirit. So even though that blind man couldn't see before Jesus healed him physically, he already had spiritual sight. So that goes beyond anything. So that really just stood out to me. But a lot of scriptures that I've come across this morning, I was reading about the woman who, it was a widow, and Elijah came to her. I believe it was Elijah. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But when he came to her and asked her to bake him some bread, and she only had like a little bit of flour, a little bit of oil for her and her son, she was preparing their last meal, because she's like, yeah, the struggle is real. And this is basically, she was preparing for their death. But through her obedience, and she honored God with literally her last by obeying him. And the Lord just multiplied and he proved to her his greatness and his provision. So that's what my word of the year is. It's vision, y'all. And I wear glasses. I have freaking 4 eyes. So I should be able to see real good, right? Y'all, I've been wearing glasses since I was 1.5. That's crazy. So anyways, that is what I'm working on now. So I've already wrapped, because I'm going to make sure that these ceramics, by the way, these are handmade. I'm going to make sure that these make it to our recipients in like full intact, because I know mailing things can get they can probably get a little, rough. And you know what I just thought about? We put the fragile stickers on. Do you really think when your packages are being transported that they are really paying attention to that sticker? They have millions of packages and they just trying to get it to you. So I'm trying to do my part and make sure that everything, I've already started last night. Last night was a pretty good night. Velcro Kid, I have a 2-year-old daughter, if you guys don't know. She did pretty well. She did wake up at one point in time and wanted to use me as a human pacifier, y'all. But we made it through the night. Today's a new day. I was able to, I took little cat naps. I feel like I'm back in college. How I survived college, I feel like a lot of times when I was working on projects, I would doze off at the computer, wake up, do some work, doze off. I took naps. That's how I survived. And I feel like I'm back in this nap mode. And I don't know how efficient that is for my life right now, but we already don't get a lot of sleep as moms, as parents. The sleep, what is that? What does that mean? So I've been out here surviving off naps anyway, so it'll work out. But yeah, so I started wrapping some of these last night with honeycomb paper. It's like 3D, what is this? It's paper, but when you go like this, it kind of makes it's extra protection. So that is what I'm wrapping this in. And then y'all heard my chair. I did not pass gas. I love my pink chair. However, I've sprayed WD-40 on it. I probably need to spray some more on it. But that was what just happened in that moment, y'all, was one of my fears with going live was, what if my chair makes noise and the people think that I pass gas? It wasn't me, y'all. It's this chair. So if you hear that noise again, it's the chair. But it's okay. Even if you think it's me, I'm going to call it out every time. It's the chair. I love my pink chair because pink and purple are my colors. And my shirt, I've been wearing my Ease Pottery shirt. I don't even know if you guys have noticed or not, but that is in the laundry. So I need to get me some more shirts, but I do have two. But hey, I'm still keeping the pink and purple, vibes. And y'all see my hat? Y'all like my hat? I'm gonna figure out how to. Well, I just need to actually get another ring light because as I'm working, a lot of my stuff is on my desk, and I want you guys to be able to see me and what I'm working on. So I'm gonna work on getting a second ring light. Shout out to people who create content and wear glasses because that little ring light is not our friend, y'all. I hate seeing that reflection. So a lot of times I'm trying to sit a certain way, but then I'm just like, you see it? Okay. But then I'm like, I feel all stiff and can't move a certain way. But I have these boxes to put the ceramics in. So basically it's being like triple protected plus these boxes and the paint and everything that comes. Let me just show you guys. So squirrel, because I don't even know if I was done talking about this. Can you tell that I'm tired? I'm sleepy. It's Wednesday, but halfway through the week, we're making it. Again, thank you guys for logging on. Please let me know where you're watching from. Say hey. Let me know what the weather's like where you're from. It's lunchtime now. It is after 12. So let me know what you're having for lunch. You know what? I feel like I'm always talking about food, but again, it is lunchtime. I got excited about food. I feel like after I was pregnant, I didn't understand it like before when other pregnant people would always talk about food, but it's something like them cravings, man. And I'm not pregnant again, but I'm just saying since then, I just feel like food is an exciting topic. It's like, ooh, you had a biscuit. What'd you put on it? Like what? Somebody asked me that when they were pregnant and I was like, I had nothing on it. It was like a dry biscuit. But now anyways, I understand, but I can still eat that biscuit dry. It just gotta be nice and soft. But anyways, what is for lunch? Let me know where you're watching from. And thank you for tuning in. And again, this is Drake with Ease Pottery. This is a work with me session. So back to what's in this box. Our mini vision board that goes in our photo holder. I could put it in properly, but I realized that it's starting to leave like a little indent on the paper. So I'm trying to like not mess up the paper. And we also have our goal and mood tracker. So where you are writing down that goal, you are simplifying it by writing the steps to achieve that goal. The mood tracker, it helps you keep track of your emotions and your feelings. This is the generation that's not afraid to talk to counselors and to go sit on somebody's couch. This is the generation that is okay with disclosing how they feel. And it is okay because a lot of times we're bottling these emotions and these feelings and then stuff just start happening because we're not properly managing our inward man. And then it's starting to show in the outward man. And that's because we just need to like take inventory of how we're feeling. So yeah. But back to this box because then I'm about to get to work. So we also have, and again, if you are watching, say hello and please let me know where you're watching from because I love to engage with you guys. It makes it less awkward because I just go live and I know a lot of people are watching the replay and that's fine. Like I appreciate the support. I appreciate every share, every like, every comment. And I try to go back and read them. If I miss anyone, I apologize, but I do try to go back and read them. But it's fun when I actually do have engagement during the live because then it's not like I'm just talking to this camera. And again, it gets a little easier. Like I've done going live less than 10 times, but it's still getting a little easier each time. So yeah, just say, hey, let me know where you're watching from. So in the box, we also include, I'm gonna bring the box closer. I actually go back and rewatch my live too. Uh-oh, I'm not messing up to see how'd I look, how'd I sound, what can I improve on? So it's gonna be weird trying to hold this box. Okay, I took this out. Let me put this back in. Let me put, You guys can tell that I have a toddler because I'm over here saying, Okay. So this is what comes in the box. This will survive shipping because as much as I've dropped this stuff, anyways, y'all, this is again the photo holder. It's ceramic. The box, we have our goal planning worksheets. There's a special gift for you because you deserve it. Each packet comes with a beverage. So there's assorted tea. Each person will probably get, different flavors because it's assorted. We also have a pack of brushes in your initial starter kit. And each box comes with 4 full-size colors of paint, acrylic paint. We have gloss varnish and the paint palette. You can't paint without it. Actually, you could paint without a palette. You can use a paper plate. You can improvise. You can use paper. You can use whatever. But I try to, provide everything that you guys would need. I also do not have this showing, but we also include disposable aprons as well. Hey, hello, cousin. Hello, Artavia. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate you. Hey. And yeah, so that's what's in the box. It is a monthly subscription for moms and women. It's a monthly subscription because as we're going through our goals, we need that support. Y'all heard that chair again? Again, it's not me. It's the chair. I love my chair, but she just noisy. She just like my child, just always making noise, making their presence known. But yeah, so it's a monthly subscription because we're walking with you as you're focusing on your goals and you're making strides. So when we have accountability, that helps us actually stay on the course. Again, you're the one doing all the work. We're just providing some strategies and encouragement to help you along your journey. But I'm going to go ahead and start actually working because y'all, I have to finish wrapping these so we can get these shipped out. So Artavia, thank you so much for logging on. The question of the day, and I would love to hear your read your comment. I would love to hear from you. What is your favorite holiday tradition? It could be from your youth. It could be a tradition that you started as an adult. But what is your favorite holiday tradition? And if you hear that note, I'm going to go like this so you can kind of see it a little better. And you can't see me. I'm telling you, I'm going to get that second ring light so we can be able to see both. My favorite tradition now, and I think that I haven't done it in a few, I don't think I did it last Christmas. We started customizing an ornament to go on the tree. Each year, we were supposed to have a theme and everyone just pick what. So say one of our themes, I believe the first year was cars. Oh man, that year. So yeah, see how I wrapped it up? Again, everything here is curated with care and love. By the way, I had to do a few of those to try to get my rhythm with how to actually package. Sorry. So yeah, again, the question is, what is your favorite holiday tradition? It was, hello David. David's my husband, if you guys do not know. Cars, and thank you for watching and actually paying attention. Velcro Kid, y'all, is not present right now because David is taking one for the team and taking care of his child. So bless the Lord for him. Thank you, Lord, for your life. So yeah, it was cars that first year. I had spent a good minute trying to design my ornament, and it was glass. I feel like I ended up dropping my ornament when I was done with the last perfect paint stroke. When I tell y'all I was livid, I was like, bump this. So then I end up just doing something random really quickly, and it was just no, it was no love in it. It was just I just had to put something on the tree. Do you remember that, David, that I dropped my ornament? We need to actually do that this year. We still have a few days until Christmas. I don't know what would the theme be this year. My Christmas theme was supposed to be the Grinch, but it ended up just being red and green. And it's more green than the red, but it's okay. We spend all this time decorating just to take this stuff down. And the thing is, Jesus is the reason for the season, y'all. So all of the decorations and stuff, it is nice, but it's not the main point. So I did have something that I wanted to discuss today. You remember? Yeah, I remember too. It just came back to me. That's all right. So yeah, we should actually, because I feel like I still have, I'm pretty sure I have extra more ornaments. I am a craftsy person, so I feel like, and a lot of times I get things, and I don't know, I just always get too much sometimes. So I always have extra. So I know we have some extra ornaments. The thing is getting to it and locating it. So again, if you are watching, the question of the day is, what is your favorite holiday tradition? And thank you for joining me. My name is JaRabia, and this is just a work with me session, y'all. I am wrapping these ceramic ornaments because I'm going to make sure that I do my part as best as I can to make sure that each one of these clay pieces arrive to the recipients intact, because shipping, it can be a little rough. And I had something else that I had in mind that I want to talk about, and I'll probably mention that as well. But let's talk about sometimes the journey. Gotta preach. Sometimes the journey can be a little rough. It can be a little bumpy, just like shipping. Because those packages, I know they're gonna get thrown around. But even in that, it's just making sure that it arrives to its destination. So even with us, come on, y'all. You see where I'm going here? The pajamas. Yes. Everyone loves to win. Oh my goodness. Artavia is my cousin. So I'm gonna let me read out loud. So she said, they like to coordinate pajamas and play games to win gifts. Artavia is my cousin. I'm a very competitive person, and I feel like our family is very competitive. So y'all, when we out here playing games, it can get a little rough. But that's all a part of that's part of the holiday memories. But thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, what's your favorite pajama pajama theme that you guys wore, Artavia? This year we are actually wearing the Grinch, because again, my theme for Christmas was supposed to be the Grinch this year. So we are wearing whatever pajamas was on sale last year. That's how we determine what we're wearing this year. Anyone else do that? Y'all, we like a good sale. We like a good deal. So that's how we determine our pajama theme. And we were able to find, it seems like we're never able to find actually everyone at the same time. So you're laughing, Artavia, because you know that it's true. But yeah, what's your favorite pajama theme that you guys have worn throughout the years? And if it's your theme for this year, and if they don't know about it yet, you don't have to disclose it. But yeah, so I feel like every time we get the pajamas, it's never like we're able to get one for everyone at the same time. It's normally like David's last year, I ended up getting his. I didn't get his on sale. I had to wait until the next year came around to find it in stores, and luckily they had his size, so we were able to make it happen. With Journey, they have consignment events for kids twice a year around here. So I just knew that I was going to find something for her on sale. Because I'm like, I'm not about to pay $30 for some pajamas for a 2-year-old. Literally just wear, she only going to wear it a few times. Because by the way, and David, I'm about to put the business out, babe. I feel like question. With the pajamas, the holiday pajamas, when you guys did the different cuts, is that when you had like silk pajamas? Yeah, okay, you literally said it. I'm sorry. I did not read the comments when it was larger. Y'all, I wear glasses and still can't see. Talk about the blind man, the blind girl with the glasses. Okay, you literally said silk pajamas. Yes. At first, I was reading it on the screen, so it was smaller. I had loved those photos. It was giving TLC, those vibes. I had loved it. I was like, okay, they fancy. Ooh, my fam. So I had loved those photos that you guys took. So yeah, with Journey's pajamas, I was able to find actually at the consignment event. So it is secondhand, but it was at a good deal. And what I was going to say earlier with the pajamas, we wait until Christmas to wear them. So do you guys wait until Christmas to wear them, or do you wear them throughout the season and just make sure that everybody like wears it on that day of? Because I feel like after the holidays, you can wear it like whenever. David wanted to put on his Grinch pajamas. Like, I don't even know if it wasn't even Thanksgiving yet. Nope. It was as soon as the weather started getting cold. So this was maybe the end of October, and he wanted to bring out that Grinch pajamas. And I said, no, sir, please put that back. I said, you can't wear that till Christmas. Am I wrong? Or am I doing too much? Or am I right? Christmas Eve. So we sometimes, like last year, we wore our pajamas. That was our outfit for Christmas Day. So, of course, we got up, we washed off, but that was we just chilled in our pajamas the whole day. Okay, so thank you. See, I'm not wrong. Artavia said that we wait to wear the pajamas. See, because then you can wear it as many times as you want, because we still have the rest of December. We have all of January. And February still gonna be cold too. So you still have time to wear the pajamas. And here's the thing. I put the Christmas pajamas that Journey received from one of my aunts last year. She was literally wearing that in the summertime. I didn't care. Who cared? It was pajamas. So you can really wear it however many other times you want to wear it after that. But just don't wear it before. Thank you for confirming that I'm not crazy. Why am I struggling with this one? Struggling with this one, guys. So I had wanted to discuss, and I'm not going to be on here too much longer, but I did want to discuss seasons last night. And Artavia, I'm actually glad that you're logged on. And I'm not going to hold you hostage because you might have other things that you would like to work on. But last night when we were talking about seasons and our, you mentioned that I couldn't have created, and it's something I thought about a while ago as well. I could not have created a subscription box for moms and women before I became a mom. Like what was going to be or not even what was going to be in the box. It wasn't going to have as much purpose and meaningful because that wasn't my experience. That wasn't my journey. That wasn't like, I'm talking about something, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't create something for, how do I want to word this? I could not relate to motherhood before I became a mom because y'all, listen, once it happened, I was like, oh, this is a whole new world. I was about to start singing, but y'all don't want to hear me make that noise. So yeah, let's talk about real quick, like seasons. What is something that you felt like you should have been doing in a previous season and it didn't come to pass just yet? So you felt like, oh, I missed my mark. And I hope I'm wording that correctly, because I have tried being an entrepreneur before. And again, y'all, I just launched this business December the 1st. Well, I launched the product December the 1st. The business itself, I was getting the legal documentation set up like end of August. So August, September, October, November, December. So about, 4 months. But earlier this year is when I was trying to really think about the goal and the business plan and like, what is my product? What is my service? So I started the planning earlier. I did everything. One of our mottos here at Ease Pottery is one goal, one step at a time. So yeah, it was basically little milestones that helped build me to this moment. And even now, I'm documenting this journey because, and I use the word journey a lot. I named my daughter Journey. Life is a journey. We're all in a journey. Like we all trying to get somewhere. And I'm documenting my process because when I do make it, because I'm going to make it, it'll be like, wow, I remember when We see the end results. We see when people reach the thousands and millions of subscribers and millions of dollars, and we don't see their beginning stage when nobody was watching, when they only had 2 people on their lives. And you know what? I am grateful for the 2. You do have to document it because it's my reality. Like, I hate social media, and I'm on social media. A lot of times I disappeared off social media for, like, I remember one time I was off social media for like a year, but I was like, what is the point? Like, people not even posting their real reality, their real life. They only post highlights, what they want to share with you. And that was my issue with social media. And then I started comparing myself to other people. Like, oh man, they look like they got it all. They're just sharing what they want to share. But again, I'm sharing this is my reality. I'm tired. I'm out here, look, struggling, trying to package these things. People are always watching, even when they're silent. Amen, they are. Always. You know, a song I'm about to start singing. Feels like somebody's watching me. That's all y'all get. Y'all wasn't ready. And I do feel like people they're watching to see how things turn out. And I'm actually, listen, I thrive off stuff like that. I'm just like, yep, I'm going to show you. But not even like, don't even just focus on like trying to prove it to them. Just focus on doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But what was the question that I had asked? Because I did ask the question. The question was, what is something that you feel like basically like you feel like you should have already done? For me, being an entrepreneur, I started this journey back in 2020, 2021. I started. I had no plan. I had no product, but I was like, I am going to work for myself, be my own boss. Then I end up closing that because I'm just like, okay, I'm not really doing much with this. I don't have a plan. I don't have a product. I don't have a service. I closed it. And then I always felt guilty. Started internship. And the thing is, thank you for sharing, David. Sometimes we feel like because we didn't do it in that season, we feel like we're behind, or, oh, it's not going to come to pass, or, oh, it's not going to work out, or maybe I should just forget it. I believe that when something that you're working towards, maybe that wasn't the right timing. For me, my why became greater when I became a mom, because now I'm like, oh, it's not just David and I. Like, it is a little one that we are taking care of. And yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm like, I still have to generate some income as well. And not even about the income. Also, when I started working towards my business, I started feeling like it was like life was just breathing, because it's like, okay, now you're walking in your purpose. Now you're fulfilling your purpose. And I didn't just feel like I'm just going through the day doing the same old, and felt drained. Even though now I'm still sleepy, it's a different, what's the word? You have momentum. That's the word. It's a different momentum when you're actually seeing the progress and you're seeing things come to pass. And I just basically, I'm not going to be long-winded. What I'm trying to say is, maybe when you started it before, that wasn't the right time. That wasn't the right season. So take inventory of what season you're in. Take inventory of what you're supposed to be doing like right now. And I also believe that as long as there is breath in your body, it's fulfillment. Yes, totally, Artavia. It's fulfillment when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're doing something that you want to be doing. It doesn't feel like it's something that like you're pulling teeth because you don't really want. No, like it literally like is like breathing life. But yeah, so y'all saw that mommy brain. Artavia told me it never goes away. And yeah, I feel, anyways, squirrel, I'm going to stay focused because I'm about to wrap up. But yeah, I just want to encourage you that no matter what season you're in, be mindful of your season. don't be so hard on yourself, because as long as you're making progress, that's still something. Even if it's a little bit of progress, it's still further along than you were. So with me, I'm learning to just take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and just make it happen. Today's live, I logged on a little bit later than I wanted to, but it's okay because I'm still here. I still showed up. I said I'm going to go live. We are on a mission to help 100 women and moms reach their goals through the Goal Getter box, where we are focusing on achieving goals. We have fun painting pottery, y'all. We have virtual parties, paint parties, virtual motivational meetings. I'm going to call them chat and cheer. I don't know if that's corny, but basically, like, we're going to cheer each other on. It's about sisterhood, it's about encouragement, it's about empowerment, and also building community. So, back to the topic at hand with what season you're in, find you someone. Your community doesn't, your circle does not have to be big. Like, I don't have a whole bunch of friends. I don't even use the word friend lightly, but find you at least one person who can cheer you on and be in your corner. And I have said this before and I stand on this. If you need someone to cheer you on, sis, I got you. I'm going, hey, yay, let's do it. Let's get it. I don't know if you was on that last live, Shamika, which I know Shamika, but she said her goal was packing by today, and I'm gonna send her another text because I know her. I personally texted her yesterday. Hey, how's that packing come along? Because she put it out there now. So now I'm like, I gotta hold you accountable. So I have people holding me accountable, and I also have people that remind me to show grace to myself when I don't get things done at the exact moment. It's like, it's okay. Sometimes you do have to pivot. Sometimes you do have to, like, delayed is not denial is what they say. So just because it might have taken me a day later to get to it, it's okay. I'm just still going to get to it. So the question is, what season are you in right now? And you don't have to write this in the chat if you don't want to, but what season are you in? And what is the one thing that you want to focus on in this season? And I'm going to go ahead and get wrapped up because I have to finish wrapping these. I don't even know what number I'm on. I just started cutting the paper and wrapping this stuff. And I still have to put them in all these boxes, y'all. I still have to put each one in these boxes. We already have the paint. This is when I need David, because if you logged on yesterday, I mentioned I was competing with him trying to put the paint. And you know what? I actually have video, not of me competing, but I do have video, and I'm going to share it. So this is, I'm going to add this to the stage. This is all, well, not all of them, but y'all, this is 400 pieces of paint that we had to put in these white boxes. So each box comes with 4 individual pieces of paint. So David, he had his little system going on, and I appreciated him. This is me. No, this video, actually, this one's a little bit longer, but I just want y'all to see how Journey, you see Journey over here in the corner. I don't even know. I don't think you guys can see my mouse or anything, but Journey with her little pink cowgirl hat. One thing about it, my baby gonna have that hat. She gonna have a hat on, but that pink cowgirl hat is her. That is her thing. So Journey, is there a way for me to like speed this up a little bit? Actually, I can. Journey chooses violence, guys. So you see how she making her way over here. And I'm trying, you see me trying to mind my business, the business that pays me. And look at this. Look at that. Look at the hand, y'all. I tell y'all, Velcro kids sometimes just wakes up choosing violence because she is about to do something. And I'm glad I had the documentation of it. Because why? Why did she literally, it was like she was bowling. She had to knock down all the paint. Why? What? Like that last one, I don't think she could reach. But why do they all, I had to collect my thoughts. Why do kids do that, y'all? Choosing violence. I can't wait until she's able to start helping. Like for real, because we're going to put her to work too. Why would she do that? Because she can. That's just what they do. And I'm going to add this one. This was me putting them in the boxes, trying to record. That's another thing about creating content. You're trying to document these moments and capture these moments. And it's like, I literally will set the camera up for a little bit right here. I think I was trying to figure out, was the camera, I was asking David, like, is the camera in the right spot? Can you see me? So as you guys can see, I am in a home office and we just making it do what it do as it relates to me and these goals and dreams. I am grateful that I have an office because I'm like, I need more space. Listen, we're going to unfold these card tables. I bought some mini card tables from Walmart and they are able to fold because the space is not that large, but it's enough. I'm learning to, back to that woman with the oil and the flour in the Bible. She used what she had. Oh, so that's another thing. So I feel like when I'm creating content, there has to be a point when you wave at the camera. So when I go back to edit, it's like I have that shot of at least me like, hey guys, or hey sis. So that's what that wave was about. So you see me trying to put them in there, put it in the box, one by one. And then I peeped what David was doing, grabbing the whole thing with his whole hand. Listen, my hand's not that big, but I did start grabbing them with both hands, literally one by one. You know how long that would have taken? Once I peeped his game, that competition that we were in, that he was in and he didn't even know, I was competing with him. I started just grabbing it using both hands. So that's how we finished packing those. But yeah, so once I'm done with this, wrapping this stuff, I have to actually put the boxes together. And it's tissue paper. I have to cut the ribbon, but I bought almost like a tape dispenser, but you can use it for ribbon. So I'm going to try that out and I'll probably record some of that. I tested it out one time, so it shouldn't be that hard. But anyways, what I'm saying is this packing takes time. But it's those little details that make everything come together in the end. So sometimes it's like those little details, it's like nobody else cares, but it helps with the overall experience. Because when you receive these boxes, and if you're interested, the website is in the description. And also you can find the website scrolling across the page is www.easepottery.com. If you're interested in becoming a goal getter, we would love to have you. Check us out. Please share, please like, please follow. If you're not interested and you know anyone else who might be interested, please share with them. We would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, so like I said, it's those little details that's gonna I just want people to feel like they're receiving a gift every month because you deserve it. And if you're spending your money on anything that I'm, providing, I want you to feel like I got my money's worth. It's not about the art. It's really about that community and that support and helping you fulfill your goals so that you can really walk in your purpose. But y'all, I've been online for almost 45 minutes and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so you can enjoy the rest of your day. Let us know what you're working on today. Let us know what season that you're in, if you don't mind sharing. I am in the season of toddlerhood. I don't even know if that's a word, but toddlerhood, okay? So that's the season I'm in. So that means I can't spend 8 hours working on this straight. Not straight. It might add up to 8 hours if I do a little 2 here, take a break, might come back, might be able to do 1. And eventually, basically what I'm saying is small strides. 1 goal, 1 step at a time, y'all. And again, thank you so much for joining us. Y'all take care and enjoy the rest of your day. And I should be live tomorrow, but I love y'all and thanks again for joining. Bye.